One of the biggest things that has failed you in trading is not knowing the difference in this. Here's what the thing, guys. I've been trading now for about 8 years, and one thing I've noticed is literally transform my trading is this: knowing the difference between an area of interest and a trade confirmation. I'm going to say that again. Know the difference between an area of interest and a trade confirmation. An area of interest is where on the chart you might want to take a trade. A trade confirmation is actually what signals you to take that trade. The problem is there might be 5 to 10 areas of interest on the chart on any given day, but only 1 to 2 trade confirmations. And new beginner traders mix the two, and that's why they feel like a strategy is not working for them. Okay, they have not identified what their specific trade confirmations are. Okay, so for example, areas of interest are support and resistance lines, supply and demand zones, high and low of days. Okay, if you don't know what high and low of days are, I literally just did a YouTube video about this. Go and check that out. Okay, fair value gaps. Okay, and supply and demand zones. Those are our area of interest. Just because the market and price comes to this area of interest does not mean you should take a trade. This took me so long to learn, guys, and I'm going to tell you, this is going to make the difference in your trading. You have to know what your trade confirmation is. When the market comes to your area of interest, what signals you to actually take on risk? What signals you to actually take on the trade? For me, I'm going to share some of mine with you guys. But for me, if I don't see these trade confirmations, I don't take the trade. And vice versa. If you see a trade confirmation, but it's not in an area of interest, that's another way the market can trip you up. Both have to be aligned because they give you the highest probability of success. The area of interest and then the trade confirmation, okay? Or the trade confirmation inside the area of interest, okay? You want to have both together. So here's some of the areas of interest I look at, and here's trade confirmations I look at. Tops and bottoms, bullish and bearish engulfing candles, the four horsemen, okay? And I break down all of this inside the perfect trade checklist. So if you want that, go ahead and grab that below. And I do literally a video on this and show you images, but these two have to be there: the trade confirmation and the area of interest. I'll give you an example, okay? This green line right here represents a supply zone, okay? It's an area of interest. This green lines right here represent an area of interest where the market can bounce, okay? When the market came down into here, one of the things that I tell you guys, is a bullish engulfing candle. Here it is right here, okay? Here's your bullish engulfing candle right here. That's your bullish engulfing candle. I like to get in on the retest. So whenever I see a bullish engulfing candle and we retest it like we did here, this right here is my entry. Area of interest, wick, entry. Take the market long into the next area of interest. If I didn't have my area of interest, which is the high and low of days that you see right here, and also my trade confirmation, which is the bullish engulfing candle retest, I would not have entered this trade. Both have to be present, okay? That's what I like to see. For example, over here, there's another bullish engulfing candle, but it's not in the area of interest. So guess what? I wouldn't have went long here, okay? Areas of interest first, trade confirmation next. If you don't have both, you're going to be in trouble. So like I said, I have several areas of interest and several trade confirmations. These are just 3 of them. I have 5 trade confirmations that I use. So what you want to do is grab the checklist below and go through that step-by-step, study it and execute it. I just showed you one of them right now live, so you can go ahead and use that to actually make profits. And if you use that trade today in NQ, you've been made well over $2,000 on one contract on just this little move up. Why? Because you waited for a trade confirmation. Do not be a victim of impatience and FOMO. Both of them need to be present. You need to have your area of interest, and then you need to have your trade confirmation. These two together are a match made in heaven for your profits. I'll catch you on the next one.